Hey, so what's going on, everyone? I am not in my normal spot in the house today because I was getting ready to head out for New Release Tuesday for Let's Watch a Movie. Now, I will have that video as a pinned comment down below, along with a couple other things I will be mentioning. But we are not here to talk Let's Watch a Movie. We are here to talk about why I am in the car and not in the house. I'm getting ready to leave. UPS shows up. And they have a package. And what is in that package, you may ask? Elsewhere. All right. I know I've been mentioning that Omni was going to come first. However, for various reasons, which I can't explain, Elsewhere came first. Now, to those that have not been following my posts on Instagram, Elsewhere is a compilation book. This features 70 plus poems over the years that have appeared, you guess it, elsewhere. So, some of you are probably wondering, why did I decide to put everything together? And it's a couple of different reasons. For starters, a lot of these poems, if they are in one of my books, chances are the version that was in any of the books versus the version that's in here, not the same. Prime example, Homecoming. The version that's in Meta wasn't the same version that was in Organic Ink Volume 1. There are some line changes here and there, and the version that's in Organic Ink Volume 1 is in Elsewhere. Another reason I wanted to do this is because after the Paradox Complex, not a lot of poetry came out for me. Outside of the haiku that I post on Twitter, there's been a few here and there and some anthologies, and that's about it. So this is a way for me to give those that support the poetry and read the poetry some more poetry. Because I know that there are poems in here that some people haven't read. So now, you're getting Omni very soon. I got Elsewhere. 575 is coming soon. And the follow-up to Omni, Unbreakable, is currently being worked on as we speak. So that is what led to me putting this one together. So I thought I'd go ahead and put everything together. Now, I do want to point out that not every poem that has appeared in other places, i.e. Elsewhere, are in the Elsewhere compilation. Part of it is when I submit a poem for an anthology or a website, I give them a level of exclusivity, and in several cases, that exclusivity is still intact. So Elsewhere has quite a bit of stuff. Now, there was one little weird part that I do want to give everyone the heads up on. There was an anthology that was supposed to be out early last year that didn't come out until late last year. And that anthology featured my poem Closest to Closure. The plan was to use that as a way to give everyone the heads up about Omni, which was coming soon. People would get another poem other than Blinded. And then you'd get compilation or the anthology, and then you would get Elsewhere. So I do apologize because I know I've been trying to keep as much fully new material as I could for Elsewhere and Omni, but Closest to Closure will be in will remain in Omni because it appeared in Initial Phase, which is already available. By the way, the link will also include Omni Initial Phase. So a couple of poems you're going to be getting in here that you probably haven't read before. A lot of you probably didn't follow my stuff until Meta. So this is going to be the first time a lot of you are getting to read the poem Hatred that I wrote for my friend and also author Kayan Lee for her website. Elsewhere will feature that poem. That's the first time that Hatred will be available in print. This also features one of the earliest anthologies that I was in, Yesterday and Tomorrow. I had a poem in there called Patriotism. It is the only co-written poem I've written that has been released to the public. So that will be in here. And with that, shout out to Cody and Jared. When the poem first appeared in Yesterday and Tomorrow, I told them, I don't know when, but at some point, that poem will probably appear in one of my own books, to which both of them, neither of them really cared that much. Neither of them are trying to pursue writing or anything like that. So I do want to give them a shout out because they did write that poem with me way back when. And again, as far as me co-writing stuff goes, that is my only co-written poem that has been released to the public, and you can find it in Elsewhere. And I do want to give another shout out, and this shout out is to Mary. For those that don't know, Mary has done 3 other covers for me in the past: Wretched Scars, Approaching Humanity, and 3 Crowns. And now we can add Elsewhere, and I'm going to let the cat out of the bag on something. My next poetry compilation book, 575, my haiku collection, Mary is doing the cover on that one as well. She has already sent me some sketches on what the potential cover will be looking like. So, got to give her a shout out because she's the one who did the cover. For anyone that's wondering about the cover, the idea that I pitched to Mary was, for those who don't read my stuff and just either watch the videos or just do stuff like that for the support, a lot of my poems are either really, really awe-inspiring or they're super dark. Example, Flawed Masterpiece is in here, which is about loving and accepting someone for who they are. And I also have a poem in here called Together in Death, which was roughly inspired by Romeo and Juliet. More specifically, the ending of Romeo and Juliet. So you've either got stuff really dark or really awe-inspiring. So for the awe-inspiring stuff, we've got the angel wing. And for the dark stuff, we've got the demon wing. And because it's pretty much dark or light, grayish color for the cover. And some of you are probably wondering how you can get your hands on Elsewhere. Down below in the pinned comment will be a link to purchase Elsewhere on the Kindle. I do need to redo the blurb on the back of this. That will probably only take a day. It'll be back up Saturday, Sunday, Monday at the latest. And then I'll have print copies. And for those that live near me, yes, I will have copies on me. For those that don't, I will have links. I'll try to do a reader's link page for the print book. That way it'll lead you directly to the country you live in, because I know not everyone that follows this channel lives in America. So, want to show this off one more time. There it is, Elsewhere. I believe The total number of poems in here is either 71 or 72. It might be one of my thinner books to date, but it is the book with the most amount of poems in a single collection. And to those that are on the fence about whether or not they want to get this, I do want to let you know now, yes, there's a chance there are poems in here you've already got or you've already read, but the first, I want to say 7 poems in here are no longer in print. This is the first time that some of these have been in print since 2012. So it's been a while since some of the poems have been available to the public. This also is the first time you're going to be getting Blinded and Closest to Closure in one of my print books. Both of those have appeared in Omni Initial Phase. Omni Totality is coming next. I've already sent it out to some editors to make sure everything looks right. So there's a quick update for everyone on Omni. And again, I just want to give a shout out to everyone that has ever accepted any of my poems, because without all of you taking the time to read my stuff and go, hey, we like this, elsewhere wouldn't exist. And again, got to give a shout out to my friends Cody and Jared for co-writing my only publicly released co-written poem. And I got to give a shout out to Mary for another amazing cover. But that is going to do it for this one. If you are new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. If you like what you see, leave a thumbs up. Comment down below just to help out with the algorithm. You can do an emoji, you can do a thumbs up, you can say cool, whatever you want to post. Keep it positive though. But that is going to do it for this one. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.